Good afternoon.
Yes.
You're looking very beautiful, I have to say. Thank you. Okay, I'm a little nervous right now. I've wanted to speak to you for a while. I've actually been imagining this moment in my head for the past couple of weeks, and I knew I was going to get up here, so thanks for picking me. I guess what my question is, I know I'm a powerful creator, so most of the things that I've wanted in life have come or they're on their way. And I've kind of gotten to this place where for a long time, I always wanted something, got it, I was happy for a little bit, and then it was the next thing. And I got to the point where I'm like, I'm tired of not enjoying the journey along the way. So I started the year with a vision board, and I put all these photos of things that I wanted, the relationship, the vacations, everything. And then I just got happy. And I was like, I'm just gonna be happy being here. I'm currently live in Toronto. For a long time, I always saw California and things like that. And as I got happier, I kind of came to the conclusion, like, holy smokes, I have everything I've always wanted right here where I am right now. To the point where I was attracting things from the vision board, but I no longer resonate with them anymore because I realize I have everything I want where I'm at. And so...
Well, we want to say, whatever you're attracting, you are resonating with.
Yeah. So I guess my question
is... Are you saying that your visions are changing faster than they can manifest?
Yes.
Well, isn't that a nice thing? Isn't that a nice thing? How much stuff can you really receive in your experience before it becomes burdensome?
Yeah.
How many lovely people can you have in your life before you don't have time to sleep?
Yeah.
And so it's about balance, isn't it? It's like asking for something, and then when it comes, you settle it. This is the way that it works. So you're sifting through contrast, knowing what you don't want, knowing what you do want. And so you launch these rockets into existence. And at first, they're foreign to you because it's not where you naturally hang out vibrationally. But then you think about it. You make a vision board about it. You become a vibrational match to it. And so now you're a vibrational match to it. You move where it is, and it comes to you. And now you are the receiver of this intention. But not only did you receive the manifestation, you also receive a new platform with a new set of contrasting experiences to launch more rockets. And so you're always going to be launching. And your conversation with us gives us an opportunity to say to you something that is really important. You're not launching this in order to possess it all. You're launching it in order to focus in a way that gets you in the flow so that the universe can show you its ability to yield to you whatever you are wanting. You may very well be practicing what pure desire is and understanding how everything that you desire can come on your way to getting clearer and clearer about what you really want, you see. Esther thought that it would just be a lovely thing for her to have a car in several of the places that she wants to hang out. And she also really likes cars. And so she got a lovely little car that she plays with in Texas, and then she got a big SUV so that she can haul stuff and people around in it. And then she got another one so that she can be at her place in Utah, and then she got another one. And then she thought it'd be really nice to have a van so that she could go to the beach and write and so forth. And then she realized these are all Texas vehicles. They all need to be returned to Texas every year to be inspected and relicensed. And Esther thought, oh, seemed like such a good idea. And now she's rethinking it. In other words, she was not considering that. She was considering some aspects of it, and the universe yielded to her just as she asked, and then life yielded to her, and so now she's rethinking it. And that's the fun of all of it, isn't it? To stand where you are, evaluate what you want from where you are, and then let the universe yield to you through the path of least resistance, the next and the next and the next and the next. And after all, isn't it just life that you're wanting? Yeah. Isn't it just opportunity to think and align? Isn't it the opportunity to watch the power of the universe join forces with you in order to assist you in whatever you want? Of course, you're going to change your mind all day, every day. You're going to ask for more things in some areas and less things in other areas. And as you live the manifestation of some of what you've been asking for, you'll get clear and you'll launch whole new rockets. It's like living in a house with not enough closets, and so you get very clear, very, very clear. My next house is going to have so many closets, and you just get so closet focused. You focus on closets, 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 and then you get this magnificent new house, and oh, the closets are amazing, but there's no kitchen in the house. Well, what are you going to do? Just stay there and live with the incompletion of your desire? Or now are you going to appreciate the closets while you also desire a better functioning kitchen? You see what we're getting at? And while as simplistic as that sounds, that's the way life is. You can receive whatever it is that you want, but these things must take place. You have to define it, and that's what contrast is about. And once you've defined it, you have to line up with what you have defined in an attitude of expectation of the universe yielding to you, and it will endlessly yield to you. We think it is such a good sign that you've moved on before they've even manifested.
Yeah, it's interesting. I guess I'm just coming from this place where for a while I wanted to move to California. I had a really strong resonance with it. And I guess part of me wanted to move to California because I thought my life would be better there. But once I realized no matter where I'm at, it's just me being me. You know, I could be in California miserable. It's like you're going to be the same person anywhere you go. Like for a while I would travel in the hopes of escaping my problems, but I would just show up there with my problems.
Yes.
You know, and I finally got clear that it has nothing to do with the location.
Well, you
It's
take
the
yourself
person I'm
with
being.
you everywhere you go.
Exactly. And I
Yes.
really took that to heart. And then all of a sudden I realized, holy smokes, I kind of really have everything I've been looking for all along here. And I just need to appreciate it more. So right now, I guess I'm coming from like, I don't want
Well,
to.
some of what you're saying we are in agreement with, but you don't have everything that you want right there, right now, but there is more coming.
Yeah.
And the thing is, you don't ever want everything that you want to come all at once. You wouldn't be able to savor it. You wouldn't be able to enjoy it. You wouldn't even be able to understand it. You wouldn't even be able to perceive it.
Yeah.
What you want is a steady stream of evidence of the alignment of your being. That's what you want. That's what you want.
So what's the best way to go about it? Like before I thought of the vision board and specific things. I'm thinking of approaching it more from a feeling board. This is how I want to feel, and the world can deliver it to me in any way.
Here's the best way to approach this. So, are you understanding receiving mode and receiving mode? In
Yep.
other words, being in the receiving mode because you are tuned in, tapped in, turned on, feeling good, and being in the receiving mode because you are overwhelmed, or being in the receiving mode because you are angry, or being in the receiving mode because you are defensive or depressed. You get the sense that you're always in the receiving mode. So, as you understand that there are all different vibrational places that you could hang out and practice, and that the universe is yielding to you in vibrational accuracy of wherever you're hanging out. So now you are listening for inspiration to act. You want to be in the receiving mode, and you want to follow through with further thoughts and action once that inspiration begins flowing. It's really important for you to acknowledge how you're feeling as the inspiration is flowing, because you might get an inspiration to do something, as you just said, thinking that California would fill some of the void. Well, that's a receiving mode that won't yield you what you want. When you get there, it's going to treat you just like where you've been.
Yeah.
But if you have been basking and meditating, feeling good predominantly, and then you keep getting this impulse about something from this place of really being high, you can know that that has the potential of satisfying things that you really want and taking you to a higher and higher place. And so it's about realizing where you are vibrationally when you get the impulse. So you ask the question, so how do I go about it? Well, a lot of things that we've been offering to you over time, if you've been listening to us for a while, have been to help you raise your vibration, because we know that your vortex holds all your desires, and that as your vibration rises, that then you'll be in a place of receiving the inspiration and rendezvousing with the things that will delight you along the way. So a good rule of thumb is, if you are feeling something less than really high-flying emotion, don't spend time trying to add specifics to it, because the more specific you are, the faster the momentum is. So if you know you're really feeling great about something, if you know from past experience that this is one of those moments when you feel exhilaration, then be as specific as you can be about it. Do vision boards. Write scripts about it. Do what you can do in order to add to and increase the momentum of it, because momentum in the direction of something that you want is really a wonderful thing. But momentum in the direction of something that you don't want is not such a wonderful thing. Are you following us? And so, if you're not feeling so good, go general, which means less processing, less talking about it, less trying to make it work, less efforting, less vision boarding, less scripting, less if you're not feeling good. If you are feeling good, then turn on the gas. And that's why, don't you notice, sometimes you'll get together with your merry band of friends and you're sailing high and feeling good, and don't you just want to keep milking it and milking it and milking it and milking it? Don't you just want to keep talking about what's working and how good it feels and listening to each other and talking about how good it feels? Can't you feel the productivity of that? Yeah. And can't you feel that a sort of opposite thing is happening when you're efforting and trying to make your words make it happen? It's like pushing a noodle. Don't try to make up for the absence of alignment with words and action and effort. But add your words and attention and what you might even call effort when you're tuned in, tapped in, turned on. That's the most productive way in all of this. And everything that you've said to us here lets us know that you understand that. You understand that you're wanting to flee from something, and in some ways you were efforting in order to make that happen. And then later, when you got tuned in and to who you are, and you look back at that, it didn't resonate with you because it was a board that you got specific about from a place of trying to make something happen rather than something that was inspired from a place.
Yeah.
Can you feel the difference? Can you feel the difference? So it's not ever the action that you're offering. It's always the action that is inspired from what? That's what matters. That's why we talk all the time about getting out ahead of it.
Yeah.
Getting out of ahead of it.
Yeah, thank you. It's beautiful. I just have one final thing. Every time I hear you, I always listen to... Ooh. All right. I hope that didn't mean anything about this conversation. We'll ignore that. Yeah, we'll let that slide. Whenever I listen to you all the time, especially when at work, I video edit all the time, and you always talk about turning on the TV and feeling really bad. So one of my big visions is to create a television network where you turn on the TV and you want to watch it because it makes you feel good. But it's such a grand vision. I've always been born with that big belief that I wanted to make the world a better place through entertainment and creating a news network that you watched and you'd feel good watching it, so that you would be inspired to go in and watch it, and it presents the news in an enlightening way. That being said, it's such a huge vision. What do you think the best way is to accomplish it? Like, just to get into alignment and be inspired? And
we think it is notable that you are characterizing that as a huge vision / difficult vision. So you're sort of shooting yourself in the foot at the beginning of it. And also feel it coming from need rather than from desire. Your vibration so far is, I want this because I don't want this. But which vibration is stronger? What you don't want or what you do want? Because when what you do want is stronger, then there wouldn't be the other conversation mixed in with it. Mm-hmm. You see, there are so many people that are looking for things to feel good about, and that's why the internet is overtaking the television. That's why there are niches where people can find exactly what they're looking for. You no longer have to sit and let some network executive or some cable executive make the decisions about how much pathos you need to receive in a day. Oh, we'll let them feel good, but we see them where they are, we'll take them to the depths of despair, then we'll make it better, and they will feel like they've had a good time with us. That's sort of the formula for most movies and most anything. Where now you live in a world where you get to choose more specifically what you are wanting. You get to make more of the decisions about what feels good to you. And that is an indication of how many people really do want to feel good. The television ratings are going down, down, down. There's only a fraction of people watching television that were at one time watching television, because there are so many other choices and so many other options. People are living their own individual lives with more determination and more deliberation. More deliberate thought is going into more of it. So it is becoming more as you want it to be. So as you focus like that, then the ideas of how to dovetail with that will occur to you. you see. You don't have to take an old dying art like television and revive it with something that is unlikely.
Yeah.
Let it die. While individual niches are being allowed.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Thanks so much, Abraham. I really
Really good.
appreciate it. Amazing.